A lot of you guys have been asking me to show you more of the trading side of my life ever since I did a series about it a couple months ago. There's a lot of people that were interested, very receptive towards it. So considering this is my full-time job outside of content creation, I would bring you guys in, show you the process of how I made $2,025 in roughly 23 minutes today, trading NQ. Just a warning, if you are only interested in my skits or my rage shakes or my cheeks bouncing around the living room, or the what in the actual fuck are you doing, skip this video. This video will be incredibly boring to you. Do not waste your time with it. But if you are one of the people that were interested in this portion of my life, stick around. I'm gonna show you how I trade. Let's get into it. Okay, starting off on the 4-hour time frame, this is pretty much where I start my daily analysis every day. I'm looking to see where we are headed on the higher time frame, what we're respecting, what we're disrespecting, where the key levels are. In this case, I am obviously leaning heavily bullish. I am not looking to short this market whatsoever. It is the most resilient market that we've seen in a long time. Yes, we did just sweep out buy side liquidity up here, and we had a bearish SMT with ES. However, unless we have some sort of heavy displacement to the downside, change in state of delivery or something like that, I am not looking to short at all. I'm only looking to take longs today. Okay, scaling down to the 15-minute time frame, this is right before market open. You can see price is pretty much just accumulating in this general 100-point range or so. Once market opens, before I look for a trade, before I look for an entry of any kind, I am looking for price to trade down, manipulate London low, Asia low, and ideally tap into this 15-minute and hourly bullish fair value gap. Once price hits these key levels, I'll always look for a reaction to see if we could target opposing liquidity. But if price displaces through all of these levels, basically what that tells me is we're just going to rebalance that general range that we established this morning on that 4-hour chart. I'm not really looking to get involved at that point because it's way too big of a range. There needs to be way more structure that's built. But if we do get a reaction off of one of these levels, I can look to take a trade to target back at this buy side liquidity up here. So as you can see, once market open, it traded lower, manipulating London low, Asia low, and it did tap into that hourly bullish fair value gap that I was looking for price to tap into. At this point, I scale down to the lower time frames, anywhere between the 30-second and the 5-minute charts. And my model, the way I trade, I look for basically one of 3 signatures. Ideally, that is an inversion to the opposite side, or a change in state of delivery, or a turtle soup entry, which a turtle soup entry, my definition of it is basically once price trades down to one of these key levels, I don't even wait for confirmation. I just take the entry there. It's a little higher risk, but your risk to reward is much higher, especially if we have a lot of volume, a lot of displacement. If you wait for the inversion or you wait for the change in state of delivery, you're going to miss your entry and the trade is not going to be worth taking. Okay, then we scale down to the 1-minute time frame, which is where I took my entry. This is the 15-minute bullish fair value gap that I was looking for price to respect once it traded into it. As you can see, we started respecting this level. I took my entry basically right at the bottom of the gap, targeting opposing liquidity up here at this wick that market open made for roughly 80 points or so, putting my stop loss right below the wick of the candle that made the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. The nice thing about this trade is that I pretty much had no drawdown the whole time, which is nice. If you know, you know. But also, once price came down and retested this 15-minute gap right here, respecting consequent encroachment and displacing immediately after, that was all the confirmation that I needed just to let the trade run to full TP. Get in, get out, have a nice day. Love y'all.